Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it.
I'm live.
Washington will kick off as this one gets started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Michigan's offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Passed for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's got it. At the 35, he's got room. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
It's complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Cooks. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the tight end. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Witherspoon. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Huskies offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Everett. Snags it over the middle. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That was a bullshit call right there. You see that, Cap?
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive penalty. The offense comes back out with
I said this might be a trap game. I'm gonna go live.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
No, yeah, 2 hands. Like this. Put it on your nose. Yeah, you can. Put it on your nose. No.
Third down conversions always
fold it in half.
And they've got
and put it on your nose.
27. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. That penalty helps some, but it's still third and long. To throw, it's Everett. Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The run inside. It's Coleman. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's been a tale of...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Hauls it in. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Hits inside. It's Coleman. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Looking downfield, it's Cooks. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Coleman. Nowhere to go on that that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W.
He caught it.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense.
Say you that dude beat. See that catch?
Textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Deep in the end zone, it's Witherspoon.
Oh, that's a face mask. We got away with that.
A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got his man on the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short.
Hey, we go home after this game.
Solid pickup on that play. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. First quarter in the books. Let's see how these two wide receivers are stacking up so far. First play of the period, 1st down here. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking downfield, it's Everett. Left side, it's Blair.
This quarterback right now is in blue, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of...
Oh, what the fuck was that?
He's thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, then you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders. They're looking over to the sideline, looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Straight ahead, it's Coleman. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Moving the pocket, it's Cooks. Under pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Escapes the pressure going right. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Coleman. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. He's going to run it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They're all over him. And he dropped it. Just didn't work the thing all the way in. The Wolverines will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it in. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
2nd down to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Searching for space. Slips through the line.
No.
Ripping through the defense.
Come on, bro.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it...
Just plowing ahead. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sets his feet. It's Cooks. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Coleman. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air.
Makes a deep grab. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Sells to run, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Blair. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Butt naked.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Everett. Back open in the middle. Down he goes.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44.
Stop.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Racing to the right. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he made the extra point without problem. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense down to Washington.
They do be.
They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to.
That's why when you play online, bro, that shit's on All-American. It ain't on Heisman.
This is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go?
That's a fumble.
Good.
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other
The
way.
helmet.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football
With
back.
the helmet.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Cooks. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff again. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quick give. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it...
Intercepted, a first-half turnover.
Freshman cat.
Momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got
You're
it at
freshman.
49.
5-star.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half.
Axton, he a 5. True freshman, 5-star.
Final 2 minutes. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Cooks. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
And it was chasing me, boy.
Got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Coleman. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Pushes ahead. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Sets his feet. It's Cooks. Snags it. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second
Right
quarter.
on time.
It's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with
Arizona beat Texas Tech.
Team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's Arizona.
Texas Tech was ranked. That's going to help you, Cat.
Displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed.
Well, not really, because they was 14. You need 12 and below.
The result today gets them back to 500.
Penn State lost.
Practice all week, and they will celebrate.
That's going to help you.
At least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something.
Snags it, and there's running room. And the
Good tackle,
explosiveness.
brother. That was my linebacker that saved that touchdown.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking for running room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's easy to call plays.
Said you want to play them church boys, huh?
6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Hauls it in. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Huskies are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Everett. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And that last play will make this 3rd down even more difficult. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Had to force that one.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Just feeds the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Rushes on. Fires on the move.
Oh, come on.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Cooks. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working that left side now. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it. Turning it on. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man,
I thought that nigga was running the out route.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Hands it off. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll send out the kicker here. Just drives it between the uprights.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Scanning the field, it's Cooks. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his target. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Second and long here. They'll run the counter. Shows him the stiff arm. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Drops back on first down. Nice play by the defense to
See, that's why I don't play him. Motherfucker drop the ball too much.
Now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up
Supposed to be a senior.
And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Cooks. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Nestles it in at the 35. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Michigan. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. So first down will open up the final period. Running to the left. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. In traffic, it's Blair. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That one just came off his hand badly.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking to throw, it's Cooks. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The fake and wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Right at the line. Maybe a crease. The 10. Touchdown, Washington. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me.
Okay, we're going to go get some Vicks in a second.
Field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this.
For Coco's
Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Cooks. Out wide right, it's Coleman. Snags it, and he's open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. From the gun, it's Coleman. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he
Didn't I say
one of them.
stop?
Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
On the ground with the counter. Makes a man miss.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They give it to him again. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing.
Hits the afterburners. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10.
Be quiet. Lay down.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly
you lay down too, and y'all just wait.
And they will certainly need one here. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run.
You can lay down.
Doing, and he was lucky to get
until
back
it's
to the
time
line
to go.
Just 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Back swinging with the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll test the right side. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way through.